Hey Sagittarius, and welcome to your Love Tarot. So we're just going to get a good idea at what's going on in your relationship at the moment, where things are at, what your partner's feeling, and just give us a good idea, Sagittarius, on what's going on with love for you, alright? What's happening in that relationship of yours. And hopefully, Sagittarius, this brings you some needed insight. Alright, Sagittarius. So I'm getting the feeling that lately you've been feeling, you or your partner have been feeling quite torn, okay? Feeling quite torn between what, like, I get a feeling maybe you're torn between whether to stay or not, okay? Whether maybe you or your partner are torn about whether things are working or like whether they want to stay with the relationship, okay? I get the feeling that maybe there's been some dramas around here already, okay? Maybe you've already broken up and gotten back together a few times, or maybe there's been quite a few times where you have almost broken up. Okay, I'm also getting the feeling that it's been quite rough for you lately, alright? You have been on quite a journey, and you, like I said, you're stuck on whether to stay with it or not. You're stuck on whether things are going to get better, alright? It's also indicating that someone's feeling quite unfulfilled and that there's some trust issues here, okay? There's also some trust issues where they don't know where you're at. They don't know if you're keeping a few secrets from them, or you don't know this of your partner, okay, Sagittarius. It's either or here. But it's definitely that feeling coming through, all right, that there's been this wondering whether people are loyal or trustworthy, or whether things are going to get better. And the cards are definitely saying that, you need to address that. Whoever's got that feeling needs to address that, okay? You need to get it's looking like you're coming out the other side, but the question is, like, do you want to, I guess, all right? Do you want it to be better? Or is this just because, is there another party involved? You know, regardless, whatever's going on, I'm getting the feeling that you've been carrying the load quite a lot, all right? You're the one that's been wondering if it's all worth it, all right? You've been thinking, is it even worth going forward? Is it gonna pay off in the end for you? All right, and I'm getting the feeling that there's quite a bit of whether there's quite a bit of trust issues, all right? I don't know whether these are valid trust issues or whether these are just insecurities, okay? But there's definitely some trust issues going on as well. And like I said, there is definitely some secrets being held, all right? There is a bit of deception somewhere going on, and there's been a lot of arguments. There's a lot of arguments here. Like I said, so I'm feeling like there is that second party involved, okay? Like maybe, like I said when I was saying before, maybe you're stuck on whether to stay or whether to go. Maybe that's because there's somebody else here too, okay? Maybe you're wondering if you're better if you move on with someone else. Maybe it's a love interest and you're feeling like maybe that's going to be the better way, okay? It indicates that things have been broken and they're probably at a state, like, are they at a stage of repairing them? Can they even be repaired, really, if you look at it? Or do you come out the better side by leaving, okay? It indicates that with all these arguments, you've really got to ask the question of whether you actually can come out the other side, whether you can mend everything that's happened, okay? Because like I'm saying, there are quite a few secrets. Yeah, so again, I've got you. Again, there's still some deception going on, okay? Someone's keeping something quiet. And for whatever reason, whether they've acted on it or not, or whether it's just how they're feeling at the time, okay? But you are almost out the other side. You're almost going to be at a stage of clarity, okay? But you are going to need to start to address it. All right, if you don't start to address it, you're going to find this is just going to grow. All right, you're going to be better off if you do address it, but you may find there's going to be some big changes. Maybe you decide to go after what you want, or maybe it's your partner feeling like this and they decide to go after what they want. All right, but or you might decide to work it all out and stay, okay? But if you do decide to work it out, you're going to need to be very rational. You're going to need to be honest with each other as well, because we're just pulling up secrets, okay? So there is definitely some stuff being withheld. And again, there's two people. In every situation, you know, we've got multiple people. We've got you and two other people. So I should be saying three people, sorry. But, you know, there's you and there's two other people involved in all these scenarios. So whatever's going on, you need to find some honesty here, okay? And maybe all this is how you want it, but then you need to get through all this deception and secrets that there are as well, okay? Because you have been carrying quite a bit of the load. And at the same time, though, you can come out the other side and you can still come off in a much happier place. But you're going to need to trust in your intuition, trust in your gut, trust in your heart, and just how you do go into this, how you do approach what you're going to do next. Just though, make sure you take a second before you act and think about it, okay? But I hope this brings you some insight, Sagittarius.